In the early 1970s, horror was changing. Gothic monsters were fading, slasher films were in their infancy, and audiences wanted something that felt real, personal, and terrifying. Enter The Exorcist, a film that redefined horror. Today we'll explore the state of horror in the 70s, how The Exorcist changed the genre forever, and the societal fears it reflected. Before the 70s, horror relied on gothic castles and campy monsters. But by the late 60s, films like Psycho and Night of the Living Dead introduced a new kind of fear, psychological and raw, grounded in reality. Horror was evolving, but it needed something to push it to the next level. The early 70s were a time of turmoil. The Vietnam War, social revolutions, and rising religious anxieties created a world full of uncertainty. People were questioning their faith, their safety, and their control over their lives. Horror began to reflect these fears, shifting from distant monsters to deeply personal and existential terrors. In 1973, The Exorcist hit theaters, and it was unlike anything audiences had seen. Directed by William Friedkin and based on William Peter Blatty's novel, it brought horror into the everyday. This wasn't a far-off castle or a mythical monster. It was a suburban home, a single mother, and a child under attack. The film's realism made the supernatural feel disturbingly real. It wasn't just about scares, it was about confronting the idea of evil invading our lives, our families, and our faith. The Exorcist tapped into the fears of its time. Reagan's possession symbolized losing control over our bodies, our families, and our morality. At a time when faith was being questioned, it forced audiences to confront terrifying questions. Can good triumph over evil? Is faith strong enough to protect us? It wasn't just a horror film, it was a mirror, reflecting a society grappling with chaos and doubt. The film's impact was massive. Audiences fainted, walked out, and couldn't stop talking about it. It became the first horror film nominated for Best Picture, proving the genre could be serious and profound. Even today, its influence is undeniable, inspiring modern classics like Hereditary and The Conjuring. The Exorcist showed that horror could go beyond cheap thrills. It could explore the deepest fears of our time. The Exorcist didn't just change horror, it changed how we confront fear itself. What's your most chilling moment from the film? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the world of horror. Stay scared and see you next time.